In this video, I'm going to talk about some cheat codes that will help you to improve your life overall. If you are a guy, if you are a man, if you are a female watching this video is not made for you in the first place. This video is for only people that genuinely want to overcome porn addiction, who have a porn addiction, and who have a lust addiction or masturbation addiction. If you have those three, this video is made for you. What I will advise you is this. But before advising you, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, who the fuck is this guy? Why is he talking to me? Like, why would I trust you? Just so you know, I've made hundreds of men overcome porn addiction, masturbation as well. And one of my last clients, guess what? He actually got married, which is crazy. So he was addicted to pornography. He was fapping, you can call it fapping if you want. He was masturbating, he was PMOing, you know, and PMO stands for porn, masturbation, orgasm. He was doing this around 6 to 7 per week, like times per week, which is crazy if you think about it. It's kind of like every single day, you know, or close, like 5 to 7, I don't remember, something like this. He joined our program, I've coached him, I made him overcome porn addiction in like 90 days. And now, after like I think around 4 or 5 months, he not only overcame this addiction, thank God, because he understood what like the actual steps, because I gave him everything, I gave him the actual steps, I've coached him, I told him to do this and this and this, he did it, and now he overcame porn addiction. But not only this, he also proved his family wrong. What do I mean by this is his family was keep telling him, why you don't have a girlfriend? Where is your relationship life? Like, you don't have any relationship. Even when he was going to work, his friends was making fun of him. His friends was making fun of him. They keep telling him, why you don't have a wife? Why you don't have a girlfriend, bro? Like, the hell is wrong with you? You get what I'm saying? And so what he did is just literally do what I told him, the actual steps. And I'm gonna give you some actual steps in this video, of course. Just stay with me. And he overcame his addiction. After a couple months, he got married. He found a wife, and fun fact, his wife was actually addicted to porn as well, but she overcame it. So this is crazy. It's crazy how you can attract the exact same personality traits or kind of like the exact experience that the other person have. It's crazy because it happens to me with my girlfriend, you know? We have a lot of similarities. So basically, I just want to give you a little bit of context so you can understand what I do and what am I good at. And I'm pretty good at making people overcome porn addiction, just so you know. And so the only thing that I want you to understand from this video is this, right? If you have a porn addiction, you will have a lot of issues in your life. Think about it. Smoking, okay, understandable. Drinking is problematic, right? It's problematic. Let's be honest here for a second. But watching pornography is like a deadly, like, not only, I was about to say experience, but it's a deadly addiction. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people never talk about it and so on. Like yesterday, my sister was talking with her friend and she told me, I watch your videos and so on. You know, it's like, you know, I watch your YouTube videos and your Instagram. And I told them, yeah, I do this for men so they can improve themselves. They told me, and she told me like, but I know what you're doing specifically. You make people overcome porn addiction. I was like, yeah, I do. Because a lot of men are addicted. And she tried to kind of like make me shy or like it's a little bit intimate that you do this, you know what I'm saying, with other men. Actually make them overcome porn addiction. And I was like, no, it's actually normal. You know, like, she didn't tell me this, but it's kind of like the message that you're gonna get in your subconscious mind. And I got it, but I understood it. So the thing is, there is nothing to be ashamed of, okay? One of the biggest factors that will make you addicted to pornography is shame. Why is that? Because I've spoke about this in my course. So the shame will create this thing called the self-sabotaging or shame-based identity. Let's just say shame-based identity. When you're gonna have a shame-based identity, what's gonna happen is you're gonna go from a person who is watching pornography because you are coping with your own emotions, from this to, oh shit, I'm watching pornography, I need to overcome this addiction. So you feel this way, you feel a negative emotion, but guess what? You have to cope with this negative emotion as well. So what you're gonna do is like a vicious cycle. What you're gonna do is actually go and watch pornography, because that's the only way that your brain, your nervous system, your fashion, whatever you wanna call it, understood how to deal with pain. how to deal with negative emotions in general, the emotions that you cannot handle, basically, right? And so it's gonna happen. It's gonna go like this, and then you're gonna come back again and you're gonna reconnect, the cycle. And now, as you can see, it created the shame-based identity, because you're gonna make yourself feel ashamed. And the problem is, a lot of people on social media, they keep telling you, oh, but it's so bad you're watching pornography behind your wives or your girlfriends, or just if you are doing it in general, it's so bad. Why are you doing it? Just be a man. Like, grow up, do this and do that. For everyone that is saying this, take this. Everyone that is saying this, please stop watching those type of videos. If you're watching this video and you want to recover and actually overcome porn addiction, I've been hundreds of men overcome porn addiction, so you can listen to me. And I'm not gonna be sitting here and make you ashamed, like it's bad, it's this and this. No, not at all. I'm actually not like this. But basically, that's kind of like small little context and some informations that you need in general, right? Just so you understand, because NoFap is bullshit, semen retention is good. And I literally have a whole channel just for semen retention, okay? But now in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly why you should overcome porn addiction and how to do it, okay? But it really depends. Why you should overcome it, I don't really have any points to tell you. You just know it's gonna destroy your sex life, if you want to have intimate relationship with your girlfriend, just going out with girls, which I highly don't suggest, if you are a person, because it's kind of like, yeah, you can do this, like, oh, I have high testosterone, all of those things. For me, it's still coping. But what I want you to understand is, doing this will just, like, I'm gonna talk about it right now spiritually. When you're gonna do this, when you're gonna have an intimate relationship with this girl, it's crazy. It's crazy. There's a plane. It's crazy. And why is it crazy? Because you're gonna absorb all of her negative emotions, all of her problems, all of the things that she's going through. Okay? And everything that she's going through, it's stored in her body. A lot of people don't understand that your subconscious mind is your body. It's not only your body. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. Your fascia. So every single thing that happened to you that is bad is gonna be stored in your fascia. And fascia, it's like a layer that is surrounding the muscle. Okay, so the muscle is surrounded by those files, small little like white, how can I call it, like a white things like this, right, that is around it, and this is fascia basically. And when you do this, for example, I'm gonna give you a quick little example. When you do this, right, and when you relax your hand, right, and someone try to come back, as you can see, it's not gonna happen. But when you force it, it's gonna come back, right? But when you do this, you see, because your fascia is adapting. A lot of people don't understand that the reason why they are watching pornography, or they are lustful, or they are chasing the exact same girl and again and again and again, is because the trauma is stored in your fascia. And if you want to overcome, this addiction, let's say by overcoming the trauma that you have, this is for people that actually have trauma a little bit and so on. What you're gonna do is TRE, trauma releasing exercises. You're gonna lay down, you're gonna put, I don't know if I can do this, but you're gonna put your feet like this, and you have to relax them. Just type TRE on YouTube, and you're gonna find a lot of TRE exercises, okay, for men if you're a guy, right? And so this will help you a little bit to calm your nervous system, because that's the reason why you watch pornography as well. Is not only for pleasure. A lot of people are like, oh, it's because for pleasure, or because I'm bored and so on. Yeah, we can talk about dopamine and stuff if you want, right? But it doesn't really matter, because here there is no bullshit things. I'm telling you straight away what you need to do, right? And so everything that you are doing is stored in your fascia. Do TRE, releasing exercise, and trauma releasing exercises, in order to release the trauma that is stored in your fascia in the first place. Do this first, like this is the first step, right? The second step is understand this addiction. And the third one is to devalue pornography. So what do I mean by understand this addiction? What do I mean by this is porn addiction, or lust addiction, or masturbation, or whatever, PMO, is a coping mechanism. Basically, that's all you have to understand, right? It's a coping mechanism. Why is it a coping mechanism? Because you put a message to your brain, you send this message to your brain, or to yourself, or your body, or your subconscious mind, whatever you want to call it, that, oh, if I feel tired, I don't have the skill to handle being tired, or I don't have the skill to handle being bored, because it's a skill. You know, it's kind of like a skill. But the thing is, a lot of people need this skill. Before, you never need it because you're natural. You know, everything is natural. But now you need to improve the skill because of social media, because of dopamine hits, because of instant gratification that is everywhere. You get what I'm saying? What you can do is this, right? Try to minimize the intake of dopamine that you are doing on a daily basis. Just try it. You know what I'm saying? Minimize it. I'm not telling you to stop everything. No, of course, that's the worst thing you can do. Try to do this one by one. Try to understand this addiction on a very deeper level, right? Like it's a coping mechanism, and if you want to overcome this addiction, you need to understand exactly the issues that push you, the path that push you to go and watch pornography. For example, let's say you woke up, everything was good, like the day was good, you were a little bit stressed, right? But you've been watching pornography since you were young. Then everything is good, you're chilling, and boom, now you have this urge, right? To go and watch pornography. And then you're like, how the hell did I got this urge knowing that my day was good, I went to do work, or I was working, I was doing this, or this, or this. I felt a little bit stressed. The thing is, when you're gonna feel stressed, you need to handle or know how to handle stress, or understand that stress doesn't exist in the first place, okay? I can go deeper, I can go scientifically into it because I've did countless amount of research, hours, so you don't have to, and you just listen to me yapping about how to actually overcome this addiction, because I was addicted as well, and I've already made a video about my story, but I'm not gonna talk about my story again, basically, right? And so that's basically all you have to do, really. Like, just understand on a deeper level why you have this addiction, and you know, feeling bored or feeling tired or feeling stressed is something that is not bad. And stress, what I mean by it specifically or scientifically, it's called the CRH loop, the corticotropin releasing hormone, right? And the cortisol is the hormone of the stress, okay? Or the cortisol releasing hormone, okay? And so cortisol, which is the hormone of the stress, you probably know it because of social media. High cortisol spike, low cortisol, all of those memes. What's gonna happen is when your cortisol is high, first it's gonna kill your testosterone. Not only testosterone, but the way you think and your perspectives about a lot of things. So the best thing you can do is try to minimize the cortisol that you have on a daily basis. But I'm not gonna go too deep into it because I don't wanna give you too much. I don't wanna overwhelm you. Now let's go to the third part, which is for me the most important one that you have to do, and then you can find a technique that will work for you, because there is plenty amount of techniques that you can do. I can tell you meditation, I can tell you trauma releasing exercises. You should do this, give it a try. You can try meditation, try it. You can try by transmuting your sexual energy, because you know, if you just want to overcome porn addiction, okay, that's good. That's good. They want to try to overcome porn addiction, which you will eventually if you listen to me. But if you overcome porn addiction and you do semen retention and you transmute your sexual energy into something beneficial, then you will be unstoppable. And the reason why I'm telling you this with full confidence, because I'm doing it right now. I'm retaining my seeds. You know, yes, I love my girlfriend. Yes, I do feel sometimes, I feel, you know, good talking to her. That's all I can say. I feel good talking to her, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna go and do something. You know, that doesn't mean I'm gonna go and let my semen out. Oh my gosh, but this is a low testosterone behavior. Yeah, but this is a limiting belief. You know, that's what I'm telling you. Stop listening to people in social media that is gonna keep yapping about this and this and this. Just stop it. Stop it. Okay? So, in order to devalue pornography, which is the third point, is this. Understand that pornography, watching pornography and masturbating, is not something that you have to do. Are you obligated? Do you have to do it? And if you don't do it, you're gonna die. No, really. It's really like a choice, a subconscious choice from your nervous system. So what you need to do, as you can see, that's the reason why I say this, is come back to the root cause of this issue. The root cause of this issue can be a trauma. It can be someone touched you, you know, inappropriately when you were young. Maybe, you don't know. You never know. It can be because you are using it as a coping mechanism. There's plenty amount of roots that keep growing over time, over those couple years. And after coaching multiple people, like hundreds of men, which I made them overcome porn addiction, I understood that all of them, I mean, at least the majority of them, use it as a coping mechanism. Most of them, well, not, yeah, probably most of them, they are just using it as a coping mechanism. You know, yes, there is some people that got touched, you know, and so on. Yeah, it's understandable. But guess what? They are watching it because they were touched, so there's feeling touched and so on. It's kind of like a trauma that is in their body, and so they need to cope with the trauma by doing something. That's why people that get mad, there's some sort of men, when they get mad, they just start on smoke. You know, those people that smoke, every single time they get mad or stressed or something, and they start smoking, right? Or a lot of people that don't know how to handle or understand a very good perspective about their problems, what they're gonna do is essentially, you know, it kind of makes sense, is go and drink every day or every other day, but drink like a lot, which will push them to be alcoholic, if that makes sense. So that's really all. If you think about it, that's all you have to do. Just understand that there is no value in pornography. Really, what's the value in pornography? There is a lot of bad things, bad side effects of pornography, but there is no benefits in pornography. You know, it's pleasure. You're gonna tell me this, right? But is it really pleasure? Because it's not only scientifically proved, but spiritually, mentally, and all of those. I can go other factors that prove that this point, or watching pornography and masturbating and letting your semen out, is not something pleasurable. And I'm talking about letting your semen out by not watching pornography. Of course, you can let your semen out if you want. If you don't want to do semen retention, go for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about nofap. I'm talking about semen retention. If you don't want to do it, it's your life. All I'm saying is, if you do it, your life will become better. And if you don't, and you are consistently letting your semen out, consistently, that means like per week, let's say like more than 5 times per week, or because it depends on each person's body, right? And the diet, how you sleep and so on, your testosterone levels and so on. But if you are letting your semen out a lot, by my own meanings, a lot per week, right? And you start to feel tired and so on, then it's time to start semen retention. But that's all. That's my experience when it comes to like the sort of information that I can give you so far, after I've coached countless amount of people. Really, that's all. Really, like, it's not like what other people are telling you, like, go take cold showers, go do this and do that. You can do this if you want, right? You can do this, but if you don't attack the root cause of this problem, or not really a problem, of this coping mechanism, then you're just gonna keep coping with it, you know? So in the end of the day, it's really up to you, you know? If you have a good perspective about it and not a negative perspective, and here I'm talking about nofap, then everything will be good. If you have a positive perspective about it, which means, oh, actually there is no value in pornography and I'm just using it as a coping mechanism, basically you understand more. You become more educated, you know, about this addiction and so on. But I'm talking about like educated on a deeper level, right? Not just vast, like not deeper. But so far, that's all you have to do, okay? And if you want to overcome porn addiction as well, and you want me to help you, all you have to do is go check the first link in the description. It's a free community. Don't worry, I'm not gonna charge you anything. You don't have to pay for my course or whatever. I mean, if you want, you can upgrade, but it's not really, you don't really have to if you want. This is for only people that genuinely want help. You know, if you want to upgrade and pay for the premium or the VIP. VIP is one-on-one coaching call. I mean, it's purely focused on you. The premium section is just in general, you know, a couple calls per month, and tell you exactly what you need to do, with personalized coaching sessions for you and personalized game plan, if that makes sense. But you can literally just join for free. You can have a free course inside the community, and if you have any questions, you can ask me inside the community. So the first link in the description, that's all you have to do. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and remember that life is all about lessons. Learn as much as you can. Thank you for watching this video. Mwah.